Well, we close out the weekend with a fairly mild evening, and it's going to be a fairly nice Monday morning as well. Taking a look at what you have, Savannah Cam at Tybee Island is not really useful at this hour, but 68 degrees is the temperature being reported at Savannah Hilton International Airport. We do have calm winds, but partly cloudy skies are limiting how far the temperatures can fall at this moment. But skies will clear out and temperatures will try to fall towards that dew point. 62 degrees is my low temperature for tonight. But overall, cannot rule out a very really nice one. Low humidity, of course, being in play there. Viper radar is dry, just ground clutter being reported near the radar site. That's about all you can find. And it'll be a really nice Monday, 62 to start. You do get, again, some clouds from time to time. Winds will also be out of the east and northeast about 5 to 10 miles per hour, eventually 10 to 15 by the afternoon. But high temperature in the mid 80s and still a nice evening. You want to enjoy outdoor activities just due to how nice, I beg your pardon, the conditions are going to be. So here's the overall setup across the United States right now. Again, very stout blocking ridge in the upper levels has led to high pressure being situated across the Appalachians, and a stalled frontal boundary has remained in place. A front separates air masses. We have milder air here, of course, very tropical air on the other side of that air mass, and also this low pressure to the east of us is starting to get northeast winds into play, and that's really actually been the case for a while. More of the unsettled weather continues for the Carolinas, more so the Grand Strand and points northward, but we had not a ton of moisture in our area. All the deep tropical moistures along this boundary. And high pressure is going to win the battle here. As it slowly weakens through the week, though, things do begin to change. But first of all, northeast flow is going to be around. And again, low pressure is around assisting that, but the tropics remain quiet in the Caribbean Gulf and southwest Atlantic. There is a tropical wave, though, that is gaining some steam. We do first want to talk about marine and beach concerns. Persistent onshore flow does allow for that water to pile very quickly, but surf will gradually come down. So does the rip current risk. Still a moderate risk for Monday for all of our beaches in the coastal empire and low country, and the water temperature about 78 degrees will be pretty comfortable. The afternoons are going to find warmer temperatures. Again, mid 80s turn to upper 80s very slowly by the middle to end of the week, but there will be a bit of a heat index by the time you get towards Wednesday as well. And those morning temperatures, I think that graphic was not necessarily appropriate there. Again, low temperatures this morning was 64 degrees, a bit of a cooler one the next two mornings, but slowly towards the end of the week, those mornings will stay a bit more muggy, but still 66, not too bad to write home about. But by the weekend, things do begin to change. In the tropics, there's an area southwest of the Cabo Verde Islands. Again, has a pretty solid shot of developing once it gets into this shaded area north and east of the Caribbean. And usually when they're on this track, they tend to curve out to sea, and that is what most guidance is generally suggesting. Very persistent thunderstorm activity on the front edge of this tropical wave. That's going to help things organize, but notice not a ton of cloud cover and stronger winds. Those two things are going to work against this system in the short term, but guidance wants to develop something farther west, and that's what's going to happen. Still not looking at the greatest in terms of sea surface temperatures to offset the stagnant environment, and our hurricane index is still showing again that conditions are going to be less than ideal for that. There we go. Again, we need to get this thing into warmer water for any development to really truly take place, but we will still continue to enjoy the nice weather here. 62 tonight, skies clear out, another cool one. Northeast winds at 5 miles per hour to start today. Do end up about 15 miles per hour in the afternoon, 85 degrees. May find a gust to 20 miles per hour east of I-95, but no real complaints there. And even conditions on the water are improving as well, as winds will back down below small craft advisor criteria. 10 to 15 knot winds, 3 to 5 foot seas are in play, but those begin to back off a bit. This extended forecast just screams fall weather, and it is a beautiful one really for our area. And I do have the wrong one in place there, but anyway, you get the point though. Nice week ahead for a lot of our area, Kaylee.
We forgive you. It's late.
Yeah.
5 more minutes until our week starts, and you said no complaints. Definitely no complaints from me. This is a stunning forecast. I love the fall weather, love the lack of rain. We're very spoiled, like you said earlier. Yeah.
I love the fall weather because that means it's just deeper and deeper into the football season. We have a game that you may have seen right before